look at something from your childhood and think, was I just hallucinating the entire second grade? That's what happens when I remember. Crazy bones. Yes, crazy bones. Not to be confused with Fistful of Alien, although those would have probably sold better. Now crazy bones were these tiny freakish plastic goblins that looked like someone gave kindergartners a handful of LSD and a crayon contract. You had big ones, small ones, some shaped like a blob that stared directly into your soul. I had one that looked like a cross between a bootleg Power Ranger and a piece of chewed gum. I named him Steve. He lost me my bike in a brutal game of playground keepsies in '03, and I've never forgiven him. These little suckers came in orange eggs, like angry Kinder Surprises with no chocolate, just a chaotic plastic demon inside. You'd shake the egg like it was gonna hatch, spoiler alert, it never did. But inside you'd find your guy, your warrior, your pal, your rent payment in the underground currency system of the Monkey Bars Mafia. Yeah. See, back then, you had two forms of real-world crypto: Pokemon cards and crazy bones. One said you were a collector with strategy, the other said you were a gambling gremlin with violent hands. Because yes, there were games, real rules allegedly. You'd flick these suckers across pavement in games of skill that felt like miniature gang warfare. Winner takes all. I once saw a kid named Brandon lose 7 crazy bones, a slap bracelet, and a Capri Sun in a single lunch period. Brandon never came back. And don't even get me started on the glow-in-the-dark Alien series. Why did they glow? No one knows. Maybe they were radioactive, maybe they were trying to communicate, maybe they were just made of the same mystery plastic they use in McDonald's ice cream machines. Who's to say? Now, the McDonald's line, bro, those were the kaiju of the crazy bones ecosystem. Massive, chunky, you could actually feel the cholesterol coming off them. I had one so big it couldn't fit in a standard coffin. Yes, we stored them in coffins, tiny collector coffins, like we were hoarding demonic souls from a cereal-based underworld. My cousin Gary buried one in the backyard. We think it's still whispering. And speaking of burials, let me tell you, I once tried to trade one of my glow-in-the-dark bones for a Gengar holo card. The kid told me he needed to see the bones aura first. So we spent 20 minutes in a dark shed whispering over a glowing plastic lump like we were in a seance. I didn't get the card, but I did leave with pink eye and a deep respect for playground or economics. Let's not pretend crazy bones were balanced though. Some of those dudes were built for violence, others useless. I had one shaped like a sleepy foot. Its power was mostly making me sad. Still loved him though, still cried when I left him on a public bus. Online lore? Oh yeah, it turns out the original Crazy Bones were inspired by some old Mediterranean game where kids